should. That's the key. Kelly, if I'm right, Scott is talking about that today. His contract language with assessment. But I know he has a session. And the reason I'm bringing up Scott is because, unfortunately, Scott and the team on the council are going to have to essentially work with us in the DOW to come up with, because an assessor needs to know the same thing, like, is this legitimately good to go or not? I mean, yeah, in Mike's mind, like, it's good to go, but to your point, if it should have came out this way and it didn't, you know, who's really at fault? It's not the contractor, it's that PM, or in this case, it's going to normally be the agency that pushed it out, especially with vehicles. They know what to do, they just don't do it. So the other thing is cost. Remember, I know you hear us say push back up, but with CMMC, it's probably the first time you get to do that. Before, they were just like, no, you already got a contract. But now they need you to be CMMC compliant, essentially, to get or to even go through their option year and renew their contract. They need to make sure everybody on there. So you're like, well, I can't, I'm not paying for this. I don't think we have CUI, and I've even noticed a lot of primes. We have Wayne Bolin on our board from Raytheon, and even he'll talk like what he's going through, but they're doing a lot of work to make sure everybody's secure, but they're also on like this teeter, like they know they need to fix and push the department to actually start categorizing stuff for them at the highest level. So, but you got to push back. I know it's a pain, but in the same thing, this is a little bit more reverse because most of these subs were getting them after the prime already, you know, did the did their proposal, everything was in, and you could subcontract. I'm not going to say it was, you know, the worst, but it's not still built that way, but it's built into CMMC to hopefully correct those challenges. But 14 rules, I think we're up to need to come together all at once between Scrum and everything else, all on a contract for this thing to work out perfectly, and all those contracting officers use them the correct way and give you the data you want. So it's one time I'm going to tell them to push back as much as possible, because this would be the time to correct it. If they're seeing brand new contracts that are supposed to have this stuff on, and it's not. And it's like, okay, we've heard the rhetoric for years, you're going to fix it, but if you had this one opportunity, you're not going to do it. If we let them slide again, it'll just be just like 70-12 and everything right over again. They'll just keep doing it until, I don't want to say until, it'll probably never get fixed at that point. Because once they get in this state, everybody's seen it from secret to all the way down. Once it gets in that process and one contracting team figures out, well, I don't really need to do that, then it just keeps going and keeps getting worse and worse. And I think Todd said earlier, it's like one person doing multiple, they are seriously in charge of multiple projects and contracts. So once that person starts doing it on one, they will let it slide on everyone. And you'll have us pushing. Feel free to email. I have no problem going into these meetings and being like, no, I got like 17 emails today, again, from OSCs, and you know, we have a lot of RPOs that go out, same thing, ask the same question. I'm like, I can tell them what to do, but I really don't know what your contracting team's doing, and I'll give them the specific contractor, what department I know it's come from. So feel free to email, but we do take everything back to them. Whether you email the DOD or some people heard me like go right to your Congress member, that really sparks stuff up. 5 minutes. I think we're good. We were cut off at the last person, and we went over. Unless somebody really has a...
Aren't we eating into break time?
No, break time is 10:15, so you guys want to join again, otherwise we can break early. We'll be out of here 10:30 for the panel.
Yeah. Thank you.